This week marked the commemoration of the 80th anniversary of VE Day. On the news we saw powerful images from that time and glimpses of those who gave so much. It struck me just how much the world has changed. Watching old newsreels, hearing the voices of men and women who lived through those times, and even remembering conversations with people that I've known throughout my life who shared their experiences of that period. Considering all this, the world we live in now feels almost unrecognisable. Even in my own relatively short lifetime, I've witnessed immense change. I remember when my children were very young and we first had the internet installed. It was a dial-up, complete with the familiar squawking sound, as it took nearly half an hour to download a simple TV guide. There were no mobile phones, there were no iPads, just a large desktop computer in my office. I think back to the early cars that I owned, simple enough for me to repair them myself, but today I drive a vehicle powered by a battery and an electric motor, with an onboard computer far more powerful than anything I had back then. But the changes haven't just been technological. I've lived through significant moments in history: the fall of the Berlin Wall, the events of 9/11, countless political shifts, and most recently the global upheaval of the COVID-19 pandemic. Maybe it's just a part of getting older, but these changes and world events seem to come faster now. It makes me wonder, what's the next major breakthrough? What's the next global turning point? Some people have suggested that we're living in end times, a period described in the Bible when Jesus returns and an entirely new reality begins. I'm not sure. I've heard people say similar things many times throughout my life. Still, I do wonder where all this change is taking us. In a world that moves faster than I can keep up with, what lies ahead? This kind of reflection could easily lead to anxiety or a sense of being overwhelmed. But in the midst of all of it, there are constants that ground me, reminders that not all change is bad. When I focus on what truly matters, it's not my car, though I do love it, or even my smartphone, powerful as it is. It's the people around me, my family, my friends. That's the constant. It was the same for my parents, and I suspect the same for my grandparents. And I've seen that same value reflected in so many people that I've had the privilege to know. Perhaps we're all just passing through, hoping to pass on something of the values we cherish, whether that's our faith, our love for nature, our sense of humour, or our resilience through difficult times. For the men and women we saw on the news this week, those who remember VE Day, we honour them best not just with ceremonies, but by remembering what truly matters. Maybe today we can take a moment to reflect on those close to us and let them know we care.